Are you guys having difficulty selling your jobs for customers? Today I want to go over test spots and why it's such a crucial part and key component in your business.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need.
Hey guys, Michael here with Marine Detail Supply. Today we have a 290 Wellcraft. We're working on a full restoration on this boat. We're doing the hull sides and the interior. Full 5-step wet sanding process using Start products. And today I kind of want to go over why it's so important to do these test spots. No, this is not painted. This boat was yellow at one point in time and currently just looks white because there's just so much oxidation here. I kind of wiped it off over here, but there we go, so you can see. That's really bad. I don't typically do too many of these restorations just because time doesn't allow it for my schedule, but I felt bad for this customer and really wanted to do a video on kind of a really bad oxidized boat and show you what a test spot looks like when you do that. I always tell people if they're having difficulty selling a job that you've got to do a test spot, because the customer, you're telling them, you know, oh, I'm polishing, I'm doing force rotation, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. They don't understand that. So you got to break it down, put it into easy terms that they understand. So compounding, polishing, waxing, all terms that your customer probably understands. If you're still having a hard time, the best thing I can tell you to do is to go out to the boat and do a test spot like this. Take your tools, tell them you're gonna meet them out there, do a small, tape up a square like this so you can see the difference between a brighter area on the boat and the oxidized area, and then let them make the decision. Most of the time, if they're out there and they see that, now they see visually what they're getting. They're not just looking at a piece of paper with a number on it with some words. This 9 times out of 10 is gonna sell your customers a job, and you're not gonna have to go back and forth and get beat up on your price, because to get this on the whole boat is a ton of work. So you do want to cover your basis and not get beat up on price. So today I'm going to kind of show you how to do a test spot, and also maybe go through like how we remove some decals, and let's get into it. So this boat is really bad, and we're not going to be able to stick tape here because, well, there's just way too much oxidation on the surface. So what I'm gonna do first, and this isn't necessarily the case on every boat, but I'm gonna take some denatured alcohol. I'm just gonna kind of wipe down this area so that I can get a piece of tape here. And you don't have to do the tape, like you don't have to do a square box like this, but I think it really brings out a dramatic effect when you're detailing or doing a test spot and detailing a specific area on the boat. That way you can really clearly see the difference between the two here. Like you've got oxidation and then you've got really fresh gel coat, instead of kind of like a blend where it doesn't look as dramatic. I think doing a test spot like this just stands out a little bit more. So after you wipe that down, dry it off so we can stick our tape there. Sweet. So now that we're all dry, take some tape, make a nice square. Doesn't have to be perfect. And make it big enough. Don't do a square like this size. That little square isn't gonna show the effect that you want. So make sure you do a big enough area. All right, so this is our area that we're gonna use. And I'll walk you guys through the steps that we're gonna do today. On this boat, what's working for me is 1,000 Aberlon straight to level R with a rotary with extra heavy cut compound and double-sided white wool pad. Then we're gonna jump down to Elevate on a rotary with our purple Lake and Country hybrid pad. And then I didn't even do it here yet, but then we can do either triple P or ignition, polish some of those scratches and swirls out, and then seal it up with hyper hold. But to just get this, you can do the 3 steps instead of having to do the full 5. Start with 1,000 Aberlon by Merca, 6-inch. And we're gonna slap that right on our flex. This is a 5-inch, but it'll still get the job done. Let's get to it. Using a little bit of water to wet sand to lubricate this. You're gonna see how much yellow color we get back just from sanding. Just kind of honestly really satisfying. I'm also on a slow setting here at 1. The slowest setting on this Flex 15. Also a cordless machine here. Really convenient, not having to pull out any cords. Sweet. Next, dry it off and then level R. So after 1,000 Aberlon, we're gonna go to our double-sided wool pad, flex rotary with level R. Let's do it. If you're not sure how to compound or use a rotary, I have a previous YouTube video that we've done, basics on compounding and using one of the machines if you're not comfortable with it yet. So check that out. And see how much luster we got back just from 1,000 and level R. Go over it one more time here. Just to knock some of those scratches out from that 1,000. So you can see we've almost got like 80%, 90% of this gloss back in 2 steps. Now, I do want to mention this. Just because I've done this process on this particular boat doesn't mean it's going to work the same on the next boat. So make sure when you do these test spots, the reason you're doing the test spot is so you can kind of understand what you're going to be getting into on the full job. So I don't just do a test spot on the hull, I also do a test spot up here on the top rail. That way I can see, what I'm gonna do here might be different than what I'm gonna do there. That way when I'm pricing out the customer, I can go, okay, I'm doing these steps on the hull, and I'm doing those steps on the top side. Here's where I'm gonna sit with price, and then deliver the estimate to the customer. Just a tip for you guys that might need this. Business, DIY, maybe not so much, but still good to know how to do a test spot. Next up, we've got Elevate with our purple pad. By the way, all these products can be found in the link below in the description at marinedetailsupplytampabay.com. Let's do it. Put enough on there. And by the way, yes, I know I have this extension on here. If I take this off, I'll get a little bit less wobble on here, but it's just on here for some reason. So I'm leaving it on here. It's not really affecting me too much. But yes, if you take this off, you'll get a little bit less wobble on the pad. So that was 1,000 Aberlon, level R, and then Elevate with the purple Lake Country pad. And then I'll wipe this down, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. Like this one I didn't polish or put sealant on because I didn't really need to. It's not gonna change that much, but this gives you an idea on how many steps we're gonna probably do on this hull. So wet sanding, heavy compound, finishing compound, polish, sealant, 5 steps. Depending on how much you're charging, $10, $15 a step. There's your price for, the boat if you've got to do that on the whole boat. Go ahead and wipe the Elevate off of here, and you'll see we got a really nice, glossy, natural, back to original at least. Take the tape off here, and you can just kind of see the test spot there. It looks just like this test spot. So super consistent. That way we do those steps on the whole hull. That's the exact thing we should get back throughout the whole hull. Nice and consistent yellow color. Kind of running out of daylight here for you guys to see, but if I zoom in, you can see just how much gloss we got back. I mean, you can see our sign clear as day. But that's without polish and sealant. But you can see where we ripped our decals off, like we've got the true color back here. No splotchiness or inconsistencies. And that's really all there is to doing test spots. Well, as you can see, we knocked out 2 test spots on the side of this boat. We sent the quote to the customer yesterday. They paid the invoice immediately. They know what they're getting now. They can see it on this hull, and then we also did one on the top side, which I'll reference back in the video so you guys can see that. But doing these test spots is gonna help your business. It's gonna help sell yourself, help sell your work. You're gonna deal with less back and forth with your customers on exactly what you're doing, and it should just be all around better for your business. If you have any questions about how to do test spots or anything that we've gone over in this video, please just reach out to me at Marine Detail Supply. Tampa Bay is our Instagram, or you can message us on YouTube. Just drop a comment below. Also, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button. I'm Michael, Marine Detail Supply. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.